Hello everyone, so here's the setup for Monday. Originally I had the baroclinic zone over Long Island and New York City. That is no longer the case. It's going to be further south. The red L is the secondary low pressure system, and I just want to clarify something because I did draw this map a little weird. The Arctic front isn't going to stall until late Sunday night into early Monday, so our baroclinic zone is not going to be this far south until during the day on Monday. So the red low pressure is going to intersect with the baroclinic zone at a certain point, but not for long. So, and also another thing I want to point out is that the secondary low is weaker than the primary low. So the burst of snow that is created by the red low pressure system is not going to be as heavy as the one created by the blue low pressure system. All right. So again, our for New York City and Long Island, where most of you are watching from, our main burst of snow is going to be from the secondary, which is the L that comes through Sunday night into Monday. And extreme southern Long Island might see some snow from the primary low. Very southern areas though. All right. And I think I misexplained the density thing yesterday. So there is going to be a density difference since you have different air masses. The warm air is less dense, the cold air is more dense and it's heavier. So again, as I showed you, the system as it moves east is going to become negatively tilted as it comes towards the water. So it's going to be taking in Atlantic moisture, and while it's positively tilted, it's going to be taking in Gulf moisture. So you're going to have a lot of water that's being absorbed by the system. And when it comes in contact with the cold air, it rises. The warm, moist air with all that ocean moisture and is going to rise above the cold air, and then it's going to condense and it's going to become very heavy, and you're going to get heavy snow. So, where do I think the heavy snow is going to be? All right. So, as this moves, you're going to get moisture coming in from the Gulf, moisture coming in from the Atlantic. So on the northern side of the low, where the cold air is, as it moves this way, your heavy snow is going to be forming in that area there, the heaviest snow. And I have a map that I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, further north, I don't think the heavy snow bands are going to reach up here. I had originally thought they would, but since the low is going to be tracking further south, I think this area is going to escape the heaviest of the snow. So you have that huge temperature gradient here, and that's why your air masses are going to be so different. The densities are different, and that's going to create a lot of what we call lift. That's going to create instability in the atmosphere, and that's going to cause these really heavy snow bands to form for the areas that are just north of the low, probably for about maybe up to 100 miles north of the primary low here. We're more than 100 miles north of it. Okay. So that is the setup. Your baroclinic zone is going to be further south on Monday, so that's why areas more south are going to get heavier snow. Alright, and the red low pressure system isn't going to be absorbing as much moisture, so for areas like New York City on north, that's why you're getting lighter snow, because it's going to have less contact with the baroclinic zone, and it'll be absorbing a little bit less moisture. Okay? So, that's your setup. Here are the hazards that I came up with. The blue is light to moderate snow. Areas in the light blue are going to see. It's going to be more of a steady light to moderate snow. You might get a couple of heavy snow bands if you're close to the purple, like central New Jersey, central Pennsylvania, and going westward there. All right, so then on the northern side of the blue, you're just going to see light snow pretty much. Probably won't get heavy. Long Island and New York City, I'm going to go with mostly moderate snow and maybe heavy if that secondary low pressure system strengthens a little bit. I think that's the only way we would get more snow. So that's that. Your purple area is where the heaviest snow bands are going to be. And then your red is where you're going to have to watch out for ice accumulation. That ice could accumulate up to a half an inch or more in southern Virginia, northern North Carolina, Tennessee. Watch out in those areas. And then the orange you're going to have severe thunderstorms. So you got to watch out there. There's a chance for some damaging winds, some hail, very heavy rain. There's going to be a lot of moisture associated with this, so your thunderstorms are going to be producing a lot of flooding. And a couple of isolated tornadoes, because you're going to have vorticity in the area with rotation in the air. There's going to be some shear if you're close to the baroclinic zone, so that would also produce an isolated tornado. So watch out there in the southern areas for those severe thunderstorms. The main threat's going to be damaging winds and flooding down there. Alright, in the next video we will talk about snowfall amounts.